Back in the days when I was young and unclever, crushing on you, but now it seems like forever. I'm older and I'm wiser now, still ain't got no courage now. Cause your beauty is so intimidating, but it doesn't matter how long I will be waiting for a chance, for a moment, a minute with you. I need a kiss, I need a kiss of life from you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I need a kiss, oh yes, oh, yeah. I need a kiss of life from you. So now so, every time that I see you, I tell myself to step up and try to talk to you, but somehow I never got to pull it true. My friends will laugh at me and tell me, say what's up with you. Hey, day by day I be living in pain, cause I didn't say the things that I needed to say. Now I'm hurting, I need to stop existing and start living.
Welcome everybody, thank you for joining. This night is another Friday. We're live on Lunch Break with Double O. Thank you for joining. My name is Alagun Koya Double O. As you all know, it's beautiful weather in Texas. We are live on the red inside our Dallas Star Studio. This is Lunch Break with Double O. You are welcome.
I need a kiss of life. Oh, kiss of life.
Thank you, Uncle Joseph. For you one day, I see you. Thank you for joining.
So many questions I need to ask you, girl. Like how you doing and how is life treating you? Did you ever notice me? Do you feel the same way too? Your beauty is so intimidating, and you're killing me softly, child. Now waiting, I cannot go another day. I cannot go another day. All I need is just a kiss. I need a kiss of life from you. So all I need is all I need right now. I need a kiss. All I need is just a kiss of life. I need a kiss. All I need is just a moment with you. Kiss of life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. From you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I need a kiss. I need a kiss. I need a kiss. I need a kiss. A kiss of life. Whoa. From you. Whoa. I need a kiss. I need a kiss. I need a kiss. A kiss of life. All I need right now from you. All I need, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. It's another Friday. I want to welcome everybody for joining us on this segment today. My name is Alagun Koya, as you all know. Today, we are live inside our Dallas Star Studio. We are talking about, today, we're going to be talking about our topic today. It's going to be breaking barriers between African and American, breaking barriers. That's what we're talking about. I want to thank everybody for joining, for connecting. If you are joining us for the first time, this segment, there are 3 ways to join us on this segment. What you can do, you can connect with me, connect with us on www.distinctradio.com. That's our website, or you can just download our application. We have an app, a very wonderful app. You can download the app, you will be able to listen to us, or just join us on Facebook, DNT Radio on Facebook, or you can just join us on YouTube. You will be able to listen to us. I welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. Please help me to share this segment. Adeboye Ogunkoya, my brother, CEO from Nigeria. This segment is called Lunch Break, and this is how it's going to be every Friday. It's a wonderful weather here in Dallas, Texas. And in the studio with me, I have my guest. My guest is going to join me shortly. I just want everybody to chill out, relax, you know what I mean? Thank God that, the lockdown is over. Thank you, my wife, for joining. First, I see you there. Thank you for supporting, one of my number one fans on this segment. And at the same time, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all the people that have been supporting this segment. I want to thank Fab Resources for joining, for sponsoring this segment. They are the backbone of this segment. Fab Resources, thank you so much. And also Mama B Restaurant, they have been the one that have been supporting us right from day one on this segment. And Estella Dollar Store, thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting us on this segment. Today, we are talking about breaking the barriers between African and American, African American. That's going to be our topic today, breaking the barriers. But before that, I want everybody to know that if when the time comes, I'm going to open the studio line where you can be able to join us. You can be able to connect. If you have any contribution to this segment, you will be able to talk to us on this segment. The number to call is going to be 817-717-5685. 817-717-5685. That's the number to call. When the time comes, I will let you know when the studio line is on. Thank you for joining Sanjay, one babe, one baba. I see you. I am Dotun. Thank you, everybody. Let's not listen to this music. Don't touch that.
It's Young John, the wicked producer.
As a living thing, I wanna be on top of things. I wanna be doing things. I wanna be controlling things. I wanna be enterprising. Yeah, Kishatilo, only look for more. Kishatilo, wire, Kishatilo, money order. Kishatilo.
Welcome on lunch break. The baddest show ever, the best of the rest in US. That's where we are now.
I want to be
This segment is called Lunch Break, and with me in the studio, I have my guest. She's gonna join me any moment from now. Thank everybody for joining, for connecting with me on this segment today. If you want to be part of this segment, join me on Facebook. Search for DNT Radio on Facebook. You will be able to see me, or just log on to www.distinctradio.com. You will be able to reach me, or you can just download our application. You will be able to see us too.
Money order, Kishatilo. Only they come and marry, Kishatilo. Human being. We making money differently. I say human being. Ojo cool, ojo see me. Today I'm a baby, Moshishe more. Thank God it's Friday. When you see me coming, make way. As a living thing, I wanna be on top of things. I wanna be doing things. I wanna be controlling things. I wanna be enterprising. Yeah, Kishatilo, only look for more. Kishatilo, wire, Kishatilo. Come and marry, Kishatilo. Badosh, dimini, Jaguar, dimini, Badosh, dimini, Jaguar, dimini, Aboj, dimini, Mr. White, dimini, Bernard, dimini, Aboj, dimini, Swamps.
Thank you everybody for joining. We are still live on the rate on Lunch Break with Double O. And in the studio with me, I have my guest. As you can see, she's here looking radiant. She's live here with me in the studio now. I just want everybody to know this segment is every Friday, and we are live inside our Dallas Texas studio. If you want to be part of this segment, all you have to do, just connect with us. Log on to www.distinctradio.com. Connect with us on www.distinctradio.com, or download our application. You will be able to join us. You will be able to see us live on the red, or just join us on YouTube. You will be able to see us as well, because we are the best of the rest. That's what people say is. And I promise you, we're not going to disappoint everybody. We're not going to disappoint you. We are the best of the rest. I want to thank everybody joining us on Instagram. I'm Unique. I see you. Abiola Buki, thank you so much. And Mr. Abayomi, I see you too. And Otumba Oloyinka Waid, all the way from Los Angeles. Today is a wonderful day. We are live inside our Dallas Center studio, and it's going to be wonderful. All right.
This is DJ Sherry Shay, and you are listening to the one and only DNT Radio.
All right, my guest is in the studio now. Yeah, please, madam, can you introduce yourself. Let us see you. Let us know who you are. Tell them your name to know you're here.
Hi, I am Tani of Trending with Aladdin and Tani, and it is such an honor being here today. My first time on your show.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Yeah, the first time on lunch break. Everybody, please help me to share this segment. Yeah, help me to share this segment. Invite your friends, everybody, so that they can be able to watch us today. We are live inside of Dallas Center Studio. As I said earlier, if you want to be part of the segment, the phone line, I'll let you know as soon as the phone line is on. What we are talking about today is very, very essential. It's very, very important, and I want everybody to know that we want you to listen to us. So our topic of today, we are talking about breaking the barriers between African and American. Tanya, let them know your name. Who are you? Let them know your name and what you do. Yes.
I am Tani Francis, better known as author Tani Jones. I'm a published author. As I said, I'm Tani of Trending with Aladdin and Tani, and I am also the CEO or COO of Nigel Wives Inc., which is a nonprofit organization
Okay.
For American women who are married or engaged to Nigerian men.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's a wonderful one. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on lunch break with Double O. And with me in the studio, we have Tani. I call her Tani Ola Francis. Yeah, we have to call her Tani Ola. Yeah, we are live with Tani Francis. Everybody on Instagram, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Yeah, there's gonna be phone top up for especially some of you from Nigeria. If you're able to call the segment today, we're gonna be able to give you data, just to appreciate for being part of this brand, for supporting us. And okay, so Tani, today we are talking about breaking the barriers between African American.
Yes.
What does that send to you? What do you think, first and foremost? What message does that send to you?
I think, I have so much to say about this, but I think it's a good thing. It needs to be talked about. It's an elephant in the room it's there, but nobody really talks about it.
Okay, all right. Before that, quickly let them know who you are. I mean, you've mentioned your background, what you do. How long have you been, be an entrepreneur? I know you are author. How long have you been doing it? Be an author, and how long?
I've been writing professionally since 2008.
Okay.
I started out freelancing for magazines and, as just a contributing writer and a columnist, and I published my first book. I was published, signed to a publishing contract company in 2014.
Oh.
And then I started ghostwriting from there. So I've been doing this for a while.
Wow. Wow. That's a good one. All right. So I want to let everybody know that, okay, for instance, first and foremost, if somebody wants to purchase your book or want to reach out to you, quickly mention your IG, how can they follow you?
Yes, my Instagram, I'm most active on my Instagram. You can follow me at author, as in book author, Tani, as in my name, Jones, author Tani Jones. So if you want to purchase my book, they are available on Amazon. I do have a few releases coming out next month and then in the months following. So if you want to get in touch with me, just reach out on Instagram. I'm there.
Okay, so now let's talk about on the topic of today. First and foremost, I want to thank the sponsors, our sponsors of this segment. This segment brought to you courtesy of Estella Dollar Store, and Fabs Resources Center. They are the one that behind this segment. They make it possible for everybody to see us on this segment today. Estella Fab Resources Center. They are located at 692. They are right there. Yeah. Fab Resources, they are located at 692 West Pioneer Parkway in Grand Prairie. You need to reach out to them. You need to check them out for any of your events. They are wonderful. They have a brand new, auditorium, for your event. You're going to love it. And at the same time, I want to thank Mama B Restaurant. They are located at 2985 South Watson Road in Grand Prairie. All right, back to the topic of today. So when we say African American, could you describe that term, African American? What does it sound to you? Who are the African Americans?
African Americans. Well, and it's funny that the Black Americans, as I found, were called by most Nigerians. I didn't hear that term until I married into the culture a few years ago.
What does the term?
Black Americans, American.
What did they call them?
Akata, yeah.
Akata. They call them Akata.
Yeah, I heard that. I never heard of that either before I married into the culture, which I didn't know that it was a degrading term.
Okay.
And I didn't like it. I felt like I was being called an N-word, when I was being called that, and I don't think that term should be used, to describe the descendants of American slaves, because we're African too. We're just an extension of who you are. We're an extension of Africa. We're about here. Well, we all know the story of how we got here. So I think it's inappropriate because, like I said, we're an extension. We're the same people separated by time. And it's sad that on both ends there's ignorance. I'm not going to say it's just one group. It's both groups. We have two different cultures, not wanting to merge together for the most part, not wanting to know about each other, and just coming to a conclusion of stereotypes on both ends.
Wow. So that make you feel bad, and you don't like the term Akata. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about breaking the barrier between African and African American. Okay, so quickly, tell us about background. It seems that you have a background with African, especially Nigeria. So quickly, take us through that. What's your background like? Because with Nigeria, what's the relationship between Nigeria?
Yes, well, I'm known as America's daughter, Nigeria's wife, and that comes through me being married into the Nigerian culture, Yoruba specifically, a few years ago. Now, although, that marriage did not work out, I never left the culture. Never left the culture. I'm still immersed in the culture 100%. I'm still a member of the Redeemed Church. I'm still a board member of, Niger Wives, Inc., which is helping to change the narrative of these marriages between African American women and Nigerian men to something uplifting, because it's usually a lot of people have something bad to say, and we as the wives, and I still consider myself married to Nigeria, the culture, we get a lot of negative slack for being married to Nigerian men. Some even had to cut off their families, friends, even including myself, because of the stereotypes related to it.
Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are still live on DNT Radio, number one US Nigeria Community Radio. We are live here with Tenny Ola Francis. That's where we are now.
This is DJ Sherry Shay, and you are listening to the one and only DNT Radio.
All right, today we are talking about breaking the barrier between African and African American. This is Lunch Break with Double O. If you want to join us on this segment, all you have to do, log on to www.distinctradio.com or download our app, our application. The app is going to be, let me quickly show you the app. You're going to see the app. This is the application right here on the screen. Yeah, download the app. You will be able to listen to us. You're not going to miss any of our segments. Or just go on YouTube. You will see us live on YouTube, DNT on YouTube. Thank you for joining. I see Elijah Talabi Sekina. I see you. Onosoya Ritiola. Thank you so much. And Overcome Media. Thank you for supporting, madam. And also Leon Boob. I see you. Leon Bube. Thank you so much. Today we are talking about breaking the barrier between African and American. And everybody, ladies and gentlemen, don't touch the dial. Let us listen to this musical break. We will be right back. Don't touch the dial. Don't touch the dial, because today we have a lot. We have so much. We have so much for you, and you will enjoy it. I really, really want you to know that you will enjoy it. Let us listen to this music. Don't touch the dial.
Oh Lord of mercy, oh Lord of mercy,
It's Illumix Productions.
ancestor. Oh Lord of mercy, ngba wo lohun ri akan mi o. Oh Lord of mercy, ọba powo, ẹ jẹ́ kó pín nǹkan mi, ẹ jẹ́ kó pín nǹkan mi. When I work, I want money. Torí owó mo ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́, pápá fèrè síṣẹ́ mi. Let your blessing rain on me. Oh Lord of mercy, oh Lord of mercy, oh Lord of mercy. Sáyé mi di bí mercy. People dey use them abuse me, then tell me say ṣé mi no dey see. The blessing mercy ṣe ń ṣan, lọ ń ṣan nílé kejì. Bójógun ní lọ ṣe, bójógbó ní lọ ṣe. That's what people telling me. Wọ́n ní kí n ṣe ti wá kan ṣe o. I dey hustle, I dey lamba, I dey gun, I dey kówó ṣe ti pẹ́. I dey do 8 to 5, enter traffic every morning. Hope for mercy. Hey. Hope for mercy, hope for blessing. Oh Lord of mercy, ngba wo lohun ri akan mi o. Oh Lord of mercy, ọba powo, ẹ jẹ́ kó pín nǹkan mi, ẹ jẹ́ kó pín nǹkan mi. When I walk, I
DJ Sherry Shay, and you are listening to the one and only DNT.
All right, we are back. We are back, everybody. We are back. We are live on Lunch Break with Double O. On this segment today, I have Tenny Ola Francis. She's an author, she's an entrepreneur, and also she's an actress. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
She do a lot. She has been there, and also she's an OAP based in America. She's the co-host of Trending with Aladdin. She's really doing well. Lady D, I see you. Thank you, everybody. All right, now the studio line is on now. The phone number to call is 817-717-5685. And today we are talking about breaking the barrier between African and American. So right now, Tony, so tell me, what do you think needs to be done right now that we see that, so according to your, what you mentioned, what are the things that need to be done, especially from African, relating to African American, especially, African American female?
Yes, I think it goes both ways.
Okay,
It's
let's
not
see.
just on one culture. Both cultures really need to sit down and have a conversation.
Okay.
When we meet this is a step, sitting down and have conversations like this, what we're doing now. But when we meet one another in the streets, let's not stereotype one another. Let's introduce ourselves and get to know that person as a person and not the negative stereotypes that the Western media has spread about both the African Americans and African immigrants, because there's a negative stereotype on both. And so what I've noticed is that both cultures play into those negative stereotypes concerning each other, is what I personally witnessed being included within both cultures.
Okay. You mentioned something earlier about being, calling African American Akata. Do you actually know the contextual meaning of Akata? Do you know what it means?
Doesn't
The
it
Yoruba.
mean like a wild animal?
Wild
or
animal.
something?
Okay. How do you know? Okay. All right. So, which I know, I'm surprised that you really did your research. You're
Yes.
able to, I don't know, probably you Google it or somebody told you that, we think that, it's not, augur well, nobody should be described as that and all that, Now, now here in America right now, there's this, Black Lives Matter movement
Yes.
that's going on and all that here and there. What's your take on that? What do you think? Right now we know that, protest is a
Yes.
message. That's what people think. So because a lot of people still believe, by protesting, they shouldn't do that, whatever. What's your take of that? What do you think that word protest need to do with Black Lives Matter?
I think we're doing exactly what it takes. We've been fighting this fight since the 1880s. This is not new. This comes generation after generation. Our last major incident was the civil rights movement in the 1960s, which my own grandmother was part of.
Okay.
She's still alive today. She's only 79 years old.
Okay.
So, it happened then and it's happening again. Protesting, organizing petitions, it's what needs to be done. I don't think that it's something that will happen instantly. Obviously, it hasn't, but each step is getting us closer to where we need to be. So it's something that, it's imperative, and there is no other choice, because one thing that I've learned is that each generation sets up for what the next generation will be. So we have children, that are growing up Black in America. So it's up to us to set the standard of how they will live.
Okay, all right, that's a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still live and direct on DNT Radio, #1 US Nigeria Community Radio. This segment is sponsored. Let me quickly let you know, those that stood behind the segment, those that sponsored the segment, they are the ones that make it possible for everybody to be able to see us live now. I want to thank Estella Dollar Store. They are the one that paid for this segment. They are located at 692 West Pioneer Parkway. Estella Store and Fab Resources here. They are the owner of Fab Resources, and they are located at 692 West Pioneer Parkway in Suite 120 in Grand Prairie, Texas 75051, and their number is 682-556-0145. And at the same time, we want to thank Omo Yoruba in DFW, the Omo Yoruba DFW. The part of our sponsors. They make it possible for you to be able to listen to the segment Omo Yoruba. Reach out to their website www.omoyorubadfw.org. There's a lot, because there's scholarship going on right now whereby goes to high school students. If you know any high school student that just finished high school, that just graduated and they want to go to college, so there's scholarship for them.
Great.
Yeah, if you know anybody, please reach out to their website. Details is on their website, www.omoyorubadfw.org. Reach out to them. And at the same time, I want to thank Mama B Restaurant. They can cook. They are the one that also make it possible. Yeah, Mama B International Kitchen, this African restaurant. They're located at 2895 Texas 360 Grand Prairie in Texas. I want to say shout out to everybody watching us on Instagram right now. I want to say thank you to Laura Magab, Aduketemi, shout out to you. Tunji07, I see you. Prince Oni, I see you. And Moreni Kiji Agbashaga, I see you. We're live on DNT Radio, number one US Nigeria community radio. Today, we are talking about breaking the barriers between African and American community. That's what we're talking about today. I love you all. Thank you, everybody, for joining on this segment today.
This is DJ Sherry Shay, and you are listening to the one and only DNT Radio.
All right, quickly before I forget, I want to say happy belated birthday to my co-host, Evangelist Obatola, my co-host. Yesterday was his birthday.
Yes.
Yesterday was his birthday. I want to say happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday to you, sir.
birthday.
And happy belated birthday to Aduketemi Oluwatosin. Sunday is a birthday. Happy birthday in advance. Happy birthday in advance. And so right now there's riot, there's protests all over, and so what do you think the system, as we all know, the American system, what do you think that, the community, how do we unite the community? How do you think how do we think we can unite each other? What do you think needs to be done, for the community to come together? Most
Yes.
especially,
It's a lot that needs to be done. First of all, there are already organizations that are specifically to help Black lives or African Americans and anybody Black in America. So there are already organized activist organizations such as the NAACP, which I've been working with since high school.
Oh, okay.
And the chapters are set up in most major cities. So I would suggest, first of all, finding an NAACP chapter, become a member and be active, because this is who basically started working with the civil rights back in the 1960s. They're still around and they're doing a lot for the community. So the more people we get involved and get active, they're very organized. So they both politically and in the community. So I think that's a start, number one. Number two, I think that all Black people need to unite in the United States, especially, no matter what country, continent you may be originally from, island, whatever. I think we all need to unite, because you have the Hispanics, you have the Asians, you have the Jews. They unite and they have their own and they have their own whole communities and they support each other. So I think that we could be doing the same thing, but we just have to realize that we're all one people. We can do the same thing. Let our Black dollars regenerate through our own communities.
Wow, okay, that's a good one. Viewers at home, if you want to be part of this conversation, today we're talking about breaking barriers between African American, and all the same time, we how to unite, all this Black Lives Matter that's going on. How can we come together as a community? I want to shout out to everybody watching right now. Lady V, thank you so much. Amel Amalo 336, I see you. For everybody watching us on Instagram, if you want to be part of this conversation, especially those of you in Nigeria, we're gonna do phone top up for you. You can call 817-717-5685, and you can join us live on Facebook. Join DNT Radio on Facebook, or you can follow us on Instagram as well. We will be live there, or just download our application. You will be able to listen to us. We are live and direct on DNT Radio.
This is DJ Sherry Shay, and you are listening to the one and only DNT Radio.
We want to thank our sponsors for sponsoring us, for putting their money down. They are the ones that make it possible for everybody to listen to us, to watch us live. As we are transmitting here, you can join us. You can watch us on YouTube. You can watch us on Facebook. You can watch us on Instagram, and you can at the same time download our application. You will be able to watch us, watch every segment, all what we do on this segment. I want to thank Fab Resources for being there for us. They are the one that join us. They sponsor the segment, and also Omo Yoruba DFW, and at the same time Mama B African International Restaurant for all the African DJs. Shout out to them. They are the best of the rest in America. All right, now, so right now, Tani, I know you are a mother, right? As a mother, as a mom, what advice do you have for our young kids growing up, but most especially where they're being stopped by police? What do you want to tell them to do?
I want to say, first of all, to the young children, keep a relationship with your parents. That is really important, so they can know what's going on in your everyday life. Concerning the police, you can do everything that right, that you think, that you can do this right and it still go not the way it's supposed to go. But what I want to say about that is to not be afraid of the police, but just make sure you keep in contact wherever you go. And that's us as parents. We understand that. Kids usually rebel against us. Oh, we don't want to let you know where we're going, but it's for your safety as well. So if you get stopped by the police, the first thing I tell my young people is to call someone, put them on speakerphone, put them on video phone, and just sit it on the dashboard right when you see the lights go off. And it's sad that we have to do that, but right now it's necessary.
Wow. Okay, that's a good one. And so, viewers at home, if you are listening to us right now, we are live on Lunch Break with Double O, and that's where we are now. Let us listen to this music. Let us go to little music break, and please do not touch the dial. We are live on DNT Radio, number one US Nigeria Community Radio. I want to thank everybody for joining. A lot of people are connecting with us, joining us on Facebook, on Instagram, throughout. They are here right now. Let us listen to this music.
Smile, girl, would you be my lover now? What am I to do? Tired of running around chasing you. I can never think of replacing you. Cause now you are defined, baby, make up your mind. Hey, would you be my lover? Yes, no, yes, no, yes. Would you be my lover? No, yes, no, yes, no. And if you won't be my lover, let me know. Yes, no, yes. Would you be my lover? Friends telling you to just say no. Baby, no answer, all over four. This guy is feeling it in my soul. So would you be my lover? No, I'm doing things I've never done. I'm giving all I have to give. I'm feeling like I found the one. Say you'll be my lover, please. What am I to say? Tired of running around, no delay. Make you no go look at your face. All this time you there waste, you gon' make me crazy. Would you be my lover? Yes, no, yes, no, yes. Would you be my lover? No, yes, no, yes, no. And if you won't be my lover, let me know. Yes, no, yes. Would you be my lover? I am in love with you. No use me catch it cruise. Wanna know if you go do. I got one question for you. Are you gonna let me be the one? Are you gonna let me be the one?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back on Lunch Break with Double O. This segment, as I've said earlier, sponsored by Fab Resources. They are the one that, sponsor this segment. They make it possible for everybody to listen to us on this show. And Omo Yoruba DFW, they supported us. And Mama B African Restaurant, thank you for believing in this brand. And I want to thank everybody for joining. A lot of people are connecting with us on Facebook, on Instagram. Thanks to the sponsors. All right, thank you so much. Chikwu Sonic, thank you so much. Lady V, if you have anything to talk about, or if you want to be part of the segment, or you want to just join the conversation today, we are talking about breaking the barriers between African and African American. All right, now, Tenny, let me tell you something. If, for instance, now, have you been to Nigeria before?
No, I haven't. I actually have plans to go in November, but COVID messed that up.
Oh, okay. So do you think if everything is over, do you still want to go?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. So we're on behalf of all the Nigerian men and all that. I want to say we work on ourselves. Especially that words like Qatar things. It's high time we need to change our mindset. The way we relate with our brothers. We are one. We are brothers and sisters and all that. So I really, really, I was shocked when you just tell me the contextual meaning of that Qatar with thing. No, for real. Well, we grew up here in Qatar. We don't really know what it means.
Yes.
What it meant. Not until later we realized that that statement needs to be. We need to work on it and all that. We are together and at the same time. So, all right, let's talk about this system, this American system of a thing.
Yes.
I think it's a broken system.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah. What do you think needs to be done for that thing, for that gap, between, especially this, white and black thing that's going on, whatever? What do you think? When are we going to be on the same page? What do you think? How long do you think that's going to take?
Well, like I said before, this fight has been fought since the 1800s. So we're talking about the changing the mindset of generations of people. This land, as we all know, was founded on the backs of slaves. It was founded on genocide. You know, not only the African Americans but the Native Americans. I do thank God now I see a lot of allies in different white organizations, white people. They're really standing up for African Americans, but I think we have a long way to go. I don't know when it's going to happen, but you know, it is starting now. I believe big change. It's been a big leap with this, the George Floyd incident, which I hate that it took that. I hate that it took the innocent life of a black man for this movement, but I see it as a civil rights movement part 2, you know. So we just have to sit back and watch and see what happens.
What happened? All right, so that's a good one. In fact, a lot of things have changed ever since this, you know, George Floyd situation. A lot of things have changed. That is Black America. Oh yeah, well, okay, that's a good one. A lot of people are connecting with us on Instagram, on on Facebook, on, you know, if you want to watch us, you can watch us live on Facebook as well. We are live on Facebook, and download our application. You will be able to, to join us and listen to us. Let us take this musical break. Don't touch the dial. Let us take this musical break. We'll be right back. Don't touch the dial.
Visit iRock.
All right. Okay. Before that, I want to thank all the management of DNT Radio for a good job for supporting us. Let us listen to this music.
Yeah, yeah, you are my African queen. Ooh, Lord, just like the sun, light up the earth, you light up my life. The only one I ever see with a smile so bright. And just yesterday, you came around my way. You changed my horse in way with your astonishing beauty. Oh, you couldn't make a brother sing. No ordinary thing, a supernatural being. And no, you are brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I love you just the way you are. And you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. And you remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, you are my African queen. Oh, Lord, out of a million, you stand as one, they are standing one. I look into your eyes, girl, what I see is paradise. Hey, you captivated my soul. Now every day I want you more.
All right, we are back. We are live on DNT Radio, #1 US Nigeria Community Radio, and we are on lunch break with Double O. Today, I have the author. I have Mrs. Tenny Francis. She's an author, she's an entrepreneur, and she's right here in the studio. And we're talking about breaking the barrier between the African and American. That's what we're talking about. And at the same time, I want to thank everybody watching us on Instagram now. Miss Boss, thank you for joining. Everybody, thank you for connecting on this segment. This segment is called Lunch Break, and it's every Friday. It's going to be 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and 8 p.m. in Nigeria. I want to thank everybody. Shout out to everybody watching us on Facebook. I have so many comments, so many people connecting with us and all that. So somebody said Akata is a Black American. You know, what I mean, is there anything, do you want to, what do you have for that?
Yes, and that's the whole point that we're trying to get across. No, Akata is not Black American. Black American is Black American. You know, names are powerful. The meaning behind it, what is wild animal? And I'll go back to why I named my daughter.
Let us guide this call. Have a call. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
From Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much. Today we are talking about. I have my guest today is Tenny. She's an author, and at the same time, she's an advocate for Black Lives Matter, and at the same time, she's an African and American. We're talking about breaking the barrier between an African American, especially the Akata. What do you think when they call the African American Akata? What's your takes on that?
First of all, I was just gonna say something like, okay, for us that when we came here, I came here really really young as a teenager. So when we came here, these are the names that they used to differentiate woman, part of the people in the society is. We don't necessarily were told it means this, it means that, it means that, so. Like the Spanish people, we call them Cocoye. We call the
Cocoye.
Black American, we call them Akata. But then we don't understand the deep meaning of those words. So when we kind of was using it, we don't use it literally to kind of curse them or kind of, it's just a way of differentiating womb and womb. It is. So with the white people, we say Oyibo, because in our language, we say that just to kind of differentiate it when we talk. It doesn't, maybe the people that originate the words might kind of mean it that way, but we that kind of catch up with that name doesn't mean that we are using it to call them by the meaning of what it actually is. So I want to say we use it as a way of differentiating. Then, but then I have a lot of people.
Please,
that-
hold on, madam. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on, ma. Hello. Hold on, please. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah. My name is Omodara. Living in I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
From Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you, Madora. Thank you so much. Today we are talking about breaking the barrier between African and American, especially here in American. We call, especially here in American, the African people, we are talking about the breaking the barrier. We call the African American, we call them Akata. And so what do you think about that statement? What advice do you have for those that are still calling them Akata?
I believe those that call them Akata should just see them as fellow humans and should stop calling them Akata because Akata is not name for any human being.
All right.
So I feel like it's too wrong to call them Akata.
Akata. So it's better for them to call them by their names. Stanley, what do you have to say to that?
Yeah, I think that's good. And like the other lady was saying, some people might not mean it as a curse, but I've been married into the culture. Somebody has called me that before out of
Really?
being a curse. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Under their breath. So I'll be Black American until I might offend somebody, and then I'm a kata.
Oh.
So I've experienced it firsthand. So you can't tell me that everybody uses it in the same way. It is degrading. It can depend on how you use it, but the name itself is degrading, and I don't like it. That's just coming from my own perspective.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's a good one. Thank you, Mr. My sister Amanda called over from Nigeria. She called in to clarify that, and at the same time, she's actually on your page. She said, "Okay, we have another call." Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. So sorry for that. We are listening now. You can continue. Sorry, we lost before. So you are back.
I
now.
don't know if you grabbed what I said in the beginning that I was saying about like ours that kind of coming to the system of the name has already been, being used before we came in, being originated. The way we use the name is not really necessary to cost or to kind of cost. We use it kind of to differentiate the people that we're talking about. Because for the Spanish people, we call them Cocoye. For the white people, we call them Oyibo. So it's not necessarily means that we are using it to curse them or to to abuse them or any way. So it's a way. I've had best friends amongst the Black American, Cocoye, and Spanish people. So that doesn't mean I'm cursing them with that name. How could I use that name to curse my own friend? It doesn't make no sense to me. It's just a way of us differentiating them. But, the way that they are now kind of getting the meaning and they're now kind of using it, well, I would be the same way too. If I find out that, okay, the name that they are calling me or my kind of people that's what it means, then I'm going to go against it. And then that's one of the things that I kind of put somebody up to when when the issue of George Floyd came up, and they were saying they were saying minority. I'm like, what is minority? Minority is a statistics word. It's not a person. It's not a class of people. Don't call people minority. Don't say they are minority. Why would you call them minority? There's nothing minority. That's where those things. That's where differentiation comes in from. When you start using those words to kind of put people to be of lesser value, it doesn't make no sense. We are equal. We are human beings, regardless of what color or what or ethnic city we're from, or what tradition, or wherever we are from.
Wow. What do you think? What is your response to that? What do you think?
Okay, let's just start from the beginning. Okay, so I understand the point that a lot of people don't use Akata in that way. It's just a way to differentiate. But why can't we differentiate with Black American? Because like I said, I've been personally degraded with that word being used in a church, in the Redeemed Church, by a woman who did not like me for whatever reason. And
so
I heard,
she called you that?
yeah, under her breath, thinking I didn't know what it meant. Yeah, I know what it meant. Or if I maybe offend somebody for whatever reason, I'm all of a sudden Akata. So it is used as a degrading term. I'm a witness to that from being married into the culture. So that's why.
Then I want to say, okay, I want to say that person personally have something towards you, not just the whole people. But what I'm trying to say in essence in the beginning was that the word that we heard from is like, okay, when we come to the country, if we want to say Black American, we can say Black American in our native language. Okay. So in our native language, that is the way they have differentiated. They have like kind of put, okay, these people, this is what we call them. These people, this is what we call them. In our own language. Then when we want to speak in English, then we say Black American. Okay, so it doesn't mean that when I call somebody that I'm calling you an animal, but then I don't really use it anyway. So, but if I have a friend that I use it for and say, okay, I don't like it, I'm not gonna use it, and I'm not using it to curse my friend because that's my friend. I'm not gonna use that word to degrade it. Because even us that were growing up, we literally don't even know the meaning of that word, even in Yoruba. Until when I was growing up, then I know that, okay, this word is this. I didn't even know it when I was younger. When I was growing up, then I know, the Yoruba of that word means this. And so I said, okay, but then I know that I'm not calling my friend animal. Definitely not. But if that person is not, it's not that word that the person is using towards you, it's something that person has towards you. Then we don't relate to people because of their color or what ethnicity they belongs to. We relate to people on how they behave to us. If I have a best friend that we went to school together, she's Asian, and she can be categorized as Black American. But she's Asian, she's my friend, and we were friends for many years. Until, relocation kind of split us. But then, that's my friend. And you're not going to tell me because they belong to some kind of country or whatever that I have to behave somehow to them. No, I'm not going to be like that.
Okay. That's a good one. You really has you mentioned a lot of good points this morning. Thank you so much for where you watching us from.
From Dallas, Texas.
From Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is DJ Sherry Shay, and you are listening to the one and only DNT Radio.
All right, viewers at home, thank you for joining. A lot of people are joining. Today we are talking about breaking the barriers between African and African American. A lot of people, I have my guest today. She's an author, she's an entrepreneur, and at the same time, she's an advocate for Black Lives Matter and a lot of stuff. She has been there for a long time. So we're talking about breaking the barriers. A lot of people are writing their comments, they are calling in and all that. If you call, please, you can just, if you're calling from Nigeria, please remember to put +1. Put +1. so that you can be able to connect with us. It's an international number. And if you want to be part of this conversation, we have a few more minutes. You can call 817-717-5685. I want to say shout out to Sister Ramatu Afegbua. She's a Shiv Ramatu Afegbua, all the way from Atlanta. She's a director of Manga African Dance. Manga African Dance, yeah.
Okay.
Manga African Dance. She has a lot of, women under her umbrella, Yeah, and I know they will be, they are listening to us right now. And Ambassador Olamide Davis, thank you so much. Nwa for SRA from New York. And my mother in the Lord, Faloke Onelema Kobe Jason, thank you so much. And Nwa for say, good job, thank you so much. I want to thank our sponsors on this segment. If there's anything if you have any business or you have any organization or you just want your voice to be heard, reach out to us. We will help you. We will be able to put your brand, your whatever you do, we'll be able to put it out there for people. We want to thank Fab Resources Center for joining, for sponsoring the segment, and Omo Yoruba DFW for financing this segment, and Mama B African Restaurant. Thank you so much. Please reach out to them. Mama B is located at 2985 South Watson Road in Grand Prairie, Texas. Please, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Shout out to everybody joining. Shout out to people sending their comments, and long life ACN. I see you. Talabi Sekinat, I see you. Also, yeah, you can send a request if you want to be. You can send a request if you want to be in this video. Some of you on Instagram send a request. I will bring you in. I know a lot of people, a lot of you back home, you have one or two things to contribute to the segment. Just at the time is on our side, and also at the same time, yeah. Tell them if they want to follow you, please follow my guest. She's an author, she's an entrepreneur, she's a wonderful woman. Tell them your handle, how website, or how can they reach out to you, or how can they get in touch with you to buy your books or anything.
Yes, you can get in touch with me on Instagram at author Tiny Jones, book author TAHNEE on the screen, Jones, author Tiny Jones. And there you have my website, Niger Wife 101, to know about specifically my ties with Nigeria, why I'm called America's Daughter, Nigeria's Wife. And it tells a little bit more about my story.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, everybody, thank you so much. We see here, we have a few more minutes to go on this. Adeola Cecilia Adepoju, I see you. Otukoya Damilola, that's my sister all the way from Nigeria. I see you too. And my uncle Akim Balogun, all the way from London. Thank you so much. From UK. Temidayo Mustafa, I see you too. Everybody are here now. Everybody, they are joining us on this segment. And Sister, I call you Sister Tenny Ola Francis. Tenny Ola Francis. She's OAP as well. She's OAP co-host of Trending with Tani, Trending with Aladdin on DNT Radio, and she's our guest today. And we're glad to have her in the studio today. Let us take this one call because the time is on our side. We almost over our time, but I thank everybody for your contribution and all that. Hello, who's this? Hello.
Yeah, my name is SN. My name is SN from Nigeria.
SN from Nigeria. How are you?
I thank God.
What part of Nigeria are you calling from? What part of Nigeria?
Benin State.
From Benin State. How are you today? So, do you hear what we are talking about today?
Yeah, about the barrier between an African and
the African American here.
African American.
So, what's your take on that?
Yeah. About the topic, to be honest, I don't really have much to say on I haven't have a slight thought between such how should I put this?
Between the race?
Like seriously.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now so let me help you out. Let me quickly help you out. Like for instance, like my guest here, sometimes ago somebody called her Akata, so Akata, that statement, the contextual meaning of Akata, it's actually mean like wild animal, and she's mentioned that somebody refer, so what's your take? What advice do you have for people that still refer African American as Akata?
No, like for me seriously, I feel that was really rude because I feel we are one. Even the fact that she is Black American and the fact she's an African, it even she's a black American, I feel there is no reason for one to address her like that. We are one, we are human. Everyone is entitled to what she or he is. So I feel addressing one like that is
wrong. And guess what?
to be honest,
And sh- and,
even for me, even if I was in her shoes, I could have done something stupid for one addressing me as honestly, for one addressing me as an animal for I know even it's because of the skin. Since I can talk and we are just sharing, we are human. Even based on this, even if I'm talking of this skin itself, it does what? So if one really address me in such way, to be honestly, I think I would do something stupid.
all right. Okay.
For me, I don't really advise that. I don't even buy to that idea for one to be addressed in such way.
Okay. So what's the take?
No, I agree. And like the lady was saying, everybody uses it in a different context, but I know for sure when this woman used it, it was in a degrading way. It wasn't to say that I was Black American. No, she was insulting me. You know, so it's used in a degrading way. So if it's a degrading word, why still address any African American as a content? That's just my take on it.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Aisen. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, DM your number. Let's give you something for calling on this segment today. Audrey from Nigeria.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody, viewers at home. We really appreciate this moment. And I want to say shout out to a lot of people, everybody watching us. Adiola, Cecilia, Adepoju, I see you. Everybody watching us on Facebook. The time is not on my side. I want to invite everybody, by special grace of God, join us next week. Adebayo Musa Olawale, I see you too. Next week, Friday, for another edition of Lunch Break. It's going to be wonderful. We come with another guest, and we shall be talking about any wonderful topics and at the same time. So, what advice do you have for people out there that are still, using these words? The last text,
Let's just be one. We're just one people separated by time. I see it as an honor to be connected personally to a part of Africa, being African American, and our history being brought here, my ancestors. I see it as an honor to be connected, especially to the Nigerian community. And we should all be one. We're just the same people separated by time. So let's just respect each other. If somebody does not want to be referred to as a Kata, please don't. Because I'm telling you right now, don't call me that. Call me by my name, Black American, whatever, but not a Kata, So that's what I have to say about it.
All right, that's a great one. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, on Facebook, everybody watching us right now. My Latch, thank you so much. Vivio, a lot of names. Golden Goosey, a lot of people are here. And Golden Goosey, yeah, that's the name, on Instagram, on Facebook. Want to let everybody know if they have any, and also if you have any establishment, probably any meeting, or if you are a church member, or you have a mosque, or you have any gathering that you need a virtual communication, reach out to us. We will help you. We will set you up. We will be there to make sure that your event, reach a lot of audience, and it's going to be convenient. You will be able to enjoy what you want to do. If you need any virtual thing to probably set up from the scratch, we will set you up. And I want to thank all our sponsors, everybody, for spending this wonderful time with us. I really, really appreciate this. I can't mention everybody's name. Titilayo Thomas, thank you for joining. I want to say happy birthday to Evangelist Obatola again. Happy belated birthday. I want to say happy birthday in advance to Aduketemi, all the June celebrants. I want to say you are wonderful people. I want to say happy birthday to you, long life and prosperity. Tenny, thank you so much. He's glad to have you on this segment today. I hope if we call you next time, you will be able to be here.
I'll be here.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Let me just thank everybody, viewers at home, all the people that are watching us on this segment today. I really, really appreciate it. Time is not our side. Okay, thank you so much. Adiola Cecilia, she said good advice. All right, now, so let us take the last music break of today before we go on this segment today. I want to thank the CEO, everybody on, DNT Radio for making this happening, and at the same time for being there for us every time. A lot of time, that we need any help, they are always here. Shout out to Miss T for joining us, although she come late, but shout out to you for joining us on this segment. I want to thank everybody for being part of this segment today. I want to say, by special grace of God, today's Friday. If you want to do If you want to, thank you. Okay, all right. If you want to drive, do not drink. If you want to drink, thou shalt not drive. And at the same time, remember, let us still keep our social distances, your masks, your face masks, and everything. God will save us.
You are my African queen. Ooh, Lord.
Thanks to all our sponsors, Shema Yoruba DFW, Mama B. Thank you, Fab Resources. Thank you so much.
The only one I ever see with a smile so bright.
See you next week, Friday, for another edition.
Just yesterday, you came around my way. You changed my horse in way with your astonishing.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody on Facebook for watching us. Thank you so much. My name is Lagun Koya. I remain your host. Thank you.
You are brighter than the moon, brighter